Okay, hello. So I have a young man here whose father has written an excerpt in the book Dear Society. Introduce yourself.
My name is Jarod Wesenberg Jr. 13. Yeah.
You're 13. And where do you live at, Jared?
Rockford, Illinois.
Rockford, Illinois. Okay. So, how long has your father been in prison?
Pretty much all my life, so 13 years. Yeah.
13 years. Do you remember a time when he wasn't in jail? So it's always been
Yeah.
since you've known. Okay, okay. And do you know why your father's in prison?
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me or anything like
Yeah.
that, but you do know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how does that make you feel knowing that, what your father did and how he ended up in prison? Does that make you upset or,
Well, I get like when people younger, they do like certain things that might not be the smartest decisions in their life. So it kind of do make me upset because it's like, man, I kind of needed you in my life growing up and stuff. And then, but at the same time, that putting him in prison for doing the things he did already would be a better way than him still being out here doing what he was doing before and it ended up way worse. So
right, right. I get what you're saying. Have you ever gone through a period where you didn't want to talk to your father or you didn't want to deal with him?
no, it's always been love for pops, but like, yeah, I always like talking to my dad.
Yeah. Have you noticed a change in your father since when he, first got locked up or from, over the years when you've talked with him?
Most definitely. Like before, when we would talk, he wouldn't really have much to say. He'd just ask me how I'm doing and stuff like that. Now it's like every time we on the phone, he'll give me a lesson or two, or just something to think about for the rest of my day or something like that.
Yeah.
Some positive words, yeah.
Yeah. So, what? Last weekend you went to the Day with Dads thing. How did that go?
That went amazing. I got to spend the whole day with my dad. We played some games. We did some arts and crafts, and we just talked. Really, he taught me this little thing about chess. It's like it's a whole thing about how chess and life they come together and stuff. It's real cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this the first time that you've ever attended anything like this, a Day with Dads thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so, do you think that that's something they should do more often, like
Most definitely.
yearly? Yeah.
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah. I think so too. It's because you guys need to, work on building your relationships and everything. I get what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
So as far as like with visitation though, like if you've gone to see him in the visiting room and everything, what do you think about that?
In the visiting room, I don't really think much of it. It's just like I get to see him again, and then we play like chess and stuff.
Yeah. Is it kind of boring though?
It's kind of boring.
Like, is there anything that you wish that, because I understand, if you had your ultimate goal, your father would be out. But while you go visit them, is there anything you wish that they would do better as far as like with young people like you when you go to visit your family?
I don't know. I would like to have like more active, like kind of a physical activity, like basketball or just throwing the ball around.
Yeah.
Rather than just losing a chest back to back to back.
Yeah, just sitting there and
Literally.
you can't even get up and move around or
Right.
anything like that. Yeah, I get that. And so, as far as, your father's been locked up and everything, what type of motivation does that give you?
To do better, not to follow in his footsteps, and to like break the cycle, because my granny went to jail and then my dad, so I'm trying to break the cycle and not go down that path.
Right, right. Do you ever find yourself though, like, in certain situations where you're just like kind of angry and stuff like that and you don't really know how to handle it, or do you think you do well with, like if something happened and made you upset or anything, do you feel like Do you feel like you can handle it real well? Like you do good on that?
Yeah, I know how to calm myself down, but like if I want to be mad at a certain thing or a certain person, I would do it. But I know how to calm myself down.
Okay, okay. So it's like, as far as school, how are you doing in school?
Mostly got all A's, B's, yeah, and I don't really talk to a lot of people. Like I don't really got a lot of friends. They all be moving different, so I don't really talk to a lot of people.
Is it? I mean, it's just because you feel like you're kind of on something different than they are.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's like I'll go to school, I'm doing my work. The next person they goofing off in class, and at the end of the day, oh Jared, can you help me with such and such? This is that. So.
There's nothing wrong with being a nerd, though. I will let you know that now. I know that some people want to tease you, but guess what? The nerds are the ones that make the money, like, Bill Gates and all them. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Just remember that. And even if people try to say something, be strong and just don't let that even bother you at all. So, I mean, as far as like, I'm just trying to think here. What is it that you like doing?
Like my free time. I like playing with my dog, listening to music, playing the game, and art. That's what I mainly do.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? Do you have any ideas?
Like I got plan A and plan B, like the basic thing. I got plan A is to be a professional football player.
Okay.
And plan B will be a auto mechanic.
Okay. And so you're going on that route with playing football? I mean, do you play
I play football now.
Do you play just for your school or outside?
I haven't played for my school yet, but next year, 8th grade, I will.
Okay.
And then I play for a park district, like 2 years.
Okay, that's cool though. That's great. And if the thing is this about, because my daughter, she played sports, and the thing is that even if that doesn't work out, you get a discipline by playing the sports. You know what I'm saying? And you learn to take care of yourself and everything, and keep your mind and your body healthy. And so if nothing else, it does have a positive impact on you regardless. Yeah. So as far as like with Dear Society, have you got to see Dear Society or read anything about it?
This is my not first time. He told me about it a few times, but like this is my first time interacting with it.
Okay. What do you think about your dad being featured in a book?
It gives me motivation because he took his life for something negative and then made it positive, and then from him doing good and where he's at, he makes other people around him want to do that. So it's like, this.
And then when you went to the father-child day, you got to go in the studio with your father, right?
Yeah.
What did you guys do in the studio?
Me and him made this little rap that we did over the phone, and I did that on there. He had asked me what was my message to the world and stuff. And that's where it ended at. It was too short. Okay.
Yeah. Well, speaking of messages to the world, I got 3 more questions here, okay? So first message to the world is, first question is, if you were to say anything to the world about being a child of a person who's incarcerated or anything, if there's just anything you wanted to say to us out here in the world, what is it that you would want to say?
Probably just mainly have respect, because already with they pops or mom being locked up, they already going through it. Like, we're not having that role model or figure in their life, and then just being disrespectful to them, just gonna put more, like what's the word? I can't think of the word, but like, yeah.
So did you ever, real quick, because just kind of veering off of that, does anybody ever like say any comments to you about, like, do people know that your father's locked up, or does anybody?
Like I had stated before, I don't really talk to a lot of people.
Right.
So the people I do talk to, they know my dad locked up, and they know not to speak on that subject.
Okay.
Unless I tell them, like, or I try to start a conversation about it.
Right. Okay. So, like, another question I have: if you were to say anything to Texas Department of Corrections, like if you had a chance to talk to somebody in charge with Texas Department of Corrections, what would you want to say to them?
I don't even know.
Yeah. I mean, anything about how you feel about your father's case or the amount of time he's gotten, or if there was any improvements they could do with the visitation process or anything.
Oh yeah, with the vegetation stuff, yeah, that stuff. I don't know. I feel like it should just be faster so that we can have more time to spend with them.
Yeah.
And then, like I said about the physical activity,
Yeah.
because my pops, he keeps saying he gonna beat me in basketball, but we all know that's a lie. He old.
He's old. How old is your father?
I think he's 30 something.
He's not old. Okay. And if there's anything that you would want to say to your father, like just let it out. Like if you have any anger, or if you're upset, or what you have learned from this, or anything that you could say to your father, what is it that you could say to him and let the world know?
Just keep up what he's doing. Keep his positivity. Keep just doing good where he at. Because a lot of people get discouraged. They'll be like, man, I see where I'm at. I don't want to deal with this. Like when they look at their time they got, they'll be just discouraging. But he turned that around, and he doing something positive, and something positive in there.
Yeah. And so you're anxious for him to come home, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I get that. Okay, then. Well, is there anything else you could think of that you may want to talk about? Tell the world is, the one thing I'm going to tell you, and I know I talked to you on the phone a little bit about this, and this is just, a quick statistic. It is known fact that children who have a parent who is incarcerated, the likelihood of them being incarcerated is high. And so in your situation, I mean, what do you feel about that? Do you feel like, that's just not going to be you, and that you're going to do everything, or, what do you think about that?
That's not going to be me. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be my story. Then when I do get out, I'm not going there. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Not going to work.
Yeah.
People going to look at me weird. It was like, oh, you the person that did this, and that. And then they just going to look at me weird because of the criminal activity.
Right.
So I got to break the cycle with my granny and my dad.
I know that's right. Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else. Can you think of anything else? Okay. All right.